Hello. No one's even here, but hello nonetheless. I just finished installing this wig. I need to fix the baby hairs over here, but I'm just gonna do my makeup real quick, or maybe not real quick, but I'm gonna do my makeup. This just it. But this wig is it's a bob. This is a 10-inch bob wig. It is a frontal. I will have the link in the description box for this live just in case anyone's interested in this particular wig. I'm not a huge fan of bob wigs. I'm not a huge fan, but I do like the side part I gave this bob wig. I'm feeling the side part a little bit. Because I don't know, I feel like center parts are just not me. I feel like I do need to flatten it out some more. Like I've definitely gone in with my flatten like 2 times already to really try and flatten this out, but it's not as flat as I want it yet, so probably will go in with it again, just to make it really nice and flatter, because we don't like this hump that it actually we have going on still. No, we want it flat. Yeah. So let me do my makeup. So I'm going to start off with my eyebrows. So I'm just using my even spray. I know people use like got to be glue to like get their eyebrows the same place. I don't have got to be glue, so I just spray my even on a spoolie and just comb my brows into place. And honestly, this works the same way that got to be glue would, or any of those like eyebrow products that you use to get your eyebrows to stay in place. So why buy something else when I have this? You know, it's just called being cheap, to be quite honest. So yeah, I just like combing them, making sure they're following the natural curve and arch that they're already like shaped into, and that none of the hairs are really out of place. I let that dry down. It doesn't take too long for it to dry down. And I have yet to buy a new eyebrow pencil. So I've just been using the black eyeshadow from this palette to fill in my brows. Where is my brush? Sorry guys, I'm looking for the brush I use and I'm not seeing it. Wait. Oh, there we go. So I'm just gonna take this small like brush, pick up some of the product, and then I'm just gonna go in and fill in where I need to. So starting with the bottom, lightly drawing out a line underneath the brows. But like I said, I'm just going to try and do this as quickly as possible. Like I literally was recording the wig install. I'm like, I want to do my makeup, but I didn't want to like do a whole sit down record. So I'm like, I'll just do it online. Why not? Mm. And I just like my brows to look like super like dark, so it really pop. So I do like to go in and fill in them like so they do pop a little bit more. I am gonna clean them up with concealer. And then we're just going to do the same thing on the other side, starting with like just outlining the shape on the bottom. Like for the front, I like to go in like vertical strokes because those eyebrow hair do go more like straight up and down versus like lying flat against my skin. And then we're just gonna fill them in. I'm going to go in with the line on top. I do need to get my brows done because they're kind of getting long. Okay, so just like that. So that's what we're going for. I'm going to clean them up now using my concealer and an angled brush. So, oh wait, wrong concealer. This is my life. I can never find the products I need when I need them. Or even like my brushes. Like I have so many things. Okay, so we're just gonna use, no, I can't use this one. Hmm. We're gonna use my Juvia Place. This isn't usually the concealer I use to clean up my brows, but I can't find my Morphe. I don't like to use a lot, so I'm literally going off of like the side of the applicator. And we're just gonna put underneath the brows very close to where my brows start. Not too much, because we're also gonna want to blend this out. And I'm going to drag that down. Okay. So, not too crazy. It should seem as if like you didn't even do anything to the brows. Like those are my real eyebrows. So that's why I'm not putting a lot of the concealer underneath, because we don't want it to look like super like bright, like that's bright under eye. Like that's not what I'm going for at all. We want this to look natural. I will say for this concealer compared to my Morphe, this does blend out a lot better, and I like that about it. Like, I have noticed it does blend out way better than my Morphe, so going forward, I think I'm gonna be using this actually because I did a really good job. Like, brows are looking amazing. I don't know why every time this side always annoys me, like the front part of my eyebrow. Like, it always just looks like it sits weird. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, there's this part that upsets me. I don't know if I can get it. Like, I see it. Like, I got it, but whatever. So those are my eyebrows done. Nice. I'm going to be using my Milani eyeshadow primer. I honestly don't know how I feel about this. I've used it a couple times, but I don't know. I don't really feel like it makes a difference. So I'm just gonna apply it. Like, there's stuff on my eyelids, so I'm just going to clean that off first. Okay. So I'm using my primer. If you guys know any good eyeshadow primer, please let me know because I do really want to get like a solid eyeshadow. I know the P. Louise base are really good, but they're also pricey. So because I've had my eyes on them for a while. It's just they are actually very pricey, and I don't know. I just haven't bought any. I haven't done a colorful eyeshadow look in a while, so I want to do one. Like, I feel like I've been wearing a lot of more neutral tone looks lately, but I want to go in for some color today. No, this is not the palette I want. I don't think this is the one I want either. Where's my... No, I'm looking for my Nubian palette. But I don't see it right here. Okay. Sorry for all the noise. Okay, but I'm going to use my Culture palette instead. I feel like all the palettes I have and use right now are the ones from Juvia's Place. Like, I clearly have an obsession with that brand, and I'm manifesting a collaboration with Juvia's Place because I really and truly love their products. Like, I use their foundation, I use their concealers now, I use their eyeshadow palettes, like their loose setting powder, their blush. Like, I have so many products from Juvia's Place. So Juvia's Place, please, please, please collab with me, please. Yeah, manifesting that for myself. Okay, so let's see here. Because it is spring, I want to do a green look. So I'm gonna go in with this color. And we're gonna take it in like the inner corner of my eye. Like, guys, I'm definitely making this up as I go along, so please understand. Like, I really just be doing things with my makeup at this point and just seeing how it comes out. Like, I'm very experimental when it comes to like doing my makeup, so I like to like play around with it. Like, I don't think there is a true rhyme or reason for a lot of things I do sometimes when it comes to my makeup. And then I'm going to take some on the outer corner as well. Just like that. And then in the center, I'm going to go with this darker, like shimmery green. I'm like so far away from my mirror, it's hard to see. And I'm also blind. Okay, I'm not blind, but like I do wear glasses. Okay, this is, I can see what I'm doing here. going back in with the brush I used earlier, I'm going to take the darker green down here. And I'm just going to put it in between the glitter and that lighter green and just blend that out. Okay. Now, going back in with that first shade of green just to bring it back, give it back some life so it doesn't get like too dulled out. I'm just adding it back in. I'm just also blending out my edges around. I actually really do like it. It's like interesting. It's different. Like it's different even for me, but I actually do like it the way it looks. Okay, so that's eyeshadow. We're gonna move on to our face. Um, I am going in with my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Like I keep talking about this primer on my channel. If you guys have not tried it or gotten it, I'm gonna tell y'all are missing out. This is like hands down the best primer I've tried, and even compared to like some higher ends, I will say this primer is definitely better. I just got glitter all over my under eye. Wow. Love that for me, Niall. Give me a second. I'm gonna get some makeup wipes to clean that up because I don't want my makeup to look green. Ooh. Alright, so I got some makeup wipes. I gotta clean that up. I'm just gonna apply back some of my primer right underneath there. I do still see some glitter. Hey girl, how's it going? Ooh. Okay, before I do anything else, I'm going to color correct. So I'm using my e.l.f. orange color corrector. So putting this on my cheeks because I have a lot of hyperpigmentation. Like, and I have a pimple right here that's probably going to leave a scar. And I burned myself recently with my hot comb. So yeah, just a bunch of scars. Oh, tea. I love me some good tea as well. Alright, we're gonna blend this out. But, oh, this green is like so bright. I actually really am a fan. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one right here. That's like, honestly, I hate the fact that I scar so easily and I have the worst habit of popping my pimples, so it just don't work out for me. Like, and just like that, it's gone. Like, you can't even tell like there was a scar there. Like, that's the whole purpose of the corrector, like to really hide those dark marks. Okay, I'm gonna go in with foundation. So I'm using Fenty. I do feel like I need to get a darker color because I did start tanning a bit from the couple days it was warm here in New York because I was definitely outside. I really was. And this just seems a little too light for me now. Like, this is definitely more my winter shade. So I need to go to Ulta and pick up a darker shade. Like, not too much darker, but like maybe a shade or two darker than this. But we're gonna use what we got right now. Like, my sister called me light skin yesterday, and I was so offended because I'm not light skin. I'm really not. Like, hello? This is not light skin. Oh, I need a little bit more. on my forehead. Like, I really was not planning to do my makeup now, but here we are. Like, you guys tell me, do you think this shade is like too light for me, or do you think this is a good shade? Like, on my forehead, it seems so light because my forehead is darker than the rest of my face, really. Like, but I don't know. Like, we can make it work. The problem is that when I do like my under eye and stuff, like it's really lighter, so it just makes everything look super bright, and then I look super like pale, and I'm like, that's not my complexion. So I don't think I'm gonna go in with under eye concealer today to avoid that. I'm just gonna contour. So I'm going to use my Juvia Blaze. This is in the shade 3. Right? Like it's like that when the seasons change, you have to change your foundation. It's annoying because if my foundation is not done and I have to get a new one, I feel like I'm wasting it. And like I'm wasting money getting something new, but if we want to make it look good, we gotta do what we gotta do, and that requires spending money, sadly. Alright, so I like to take this on my brush and not use too much because this is really bright. And I'm just gonna like brush it on my hand. So, like, because if I use a lot or if I put it on my face, it's gonna be like super dark, and we don't want that. But we do want to contour a little. So, like, you guys can see, like, it's there. And you saw how little I put on the brush. I barely tapped the brush twice, and then that is as much of a contour as I'm going for. Like, I don't want this to be like super sharp or anything. A little bit more. That might be a little too much, but I'm gonna apply some on my hair, like on my hairline. Like, like why? This is like poofing back. My wig is like literally poofing back up. I don't like that. Why are you doing that? Stop. Okay, so that is it for contour. That's it. Where are you? Oh, so I am going to use my blush. So I'm going to go in with the more orangey color. So this is from Juvia's Place. Like I was saying earlier, like I truly love Juvia's Place product. Like this blush palette has been like one of my favorite. Like, and they also now have the liquid ones, which I do really want to try out. But even when I use liquid blush, I always still go in with a powder, so it doesn't even really matter. But I do want to see. I do want to see because I've heard a lot of hype around it, so I do want to test it out for myself. Like, I was not really planning to do my makeup this early because I am planning to go out around 1, but might as well. Then I don't have to rush later on. And I will say, I can be very heavy handed with blush. Like, but to like blend out the blush, the contour, and my foundation, I'm just going with this face brush and we're blending that all together so it doesn't look as harsh. So even though I did not use any under eye concealer, I'm still going to set underneath my eye because I am very oily. So I do always set underneath my eye. So I'm going in with some loose setting powder. This also is from Juvia's Place. If you guys can't tell, like, clearly I'm obsessed and I have a problem and they really just take all my money at this point. But we're just going in with that, just pressing that in to the under eye. I'm also going to use this to like reverse contour a little, so like right underneath where I contour. And this is just giving my face a little bit more dimension. Alright, now moving on to lips. So I'm going in with a brown color, with a brown lip pencil, like lip liner. So this one I actually just got from the beauty supply store. And I had a darker brown one and I lost it somehow. And I really do want to go get it back because that shade was so pretty. It was like a really nice, like dark chocolate brown. Okay. Huh. Now I need to find my lip cream. I'll be right back. Okay. I can't find the lip color I want, but We're gonna use this one. This is Underdog from Fenty. So this is part of their lip paint collection. Ooh. Like this is like a nice like burgundy, like really dark purple color. Honestly, it does work. I feel like this is giving more fall vibes than spring for sure. But it can work. We're gonna make it work. Alright, last we're gonna do is lashes. So I've been using these lashes. These I actually got in with one of my wigs and they're actually not bad. I do really like them. I like to cut off like one of the ends because it just is a little too long for my lash line if I leave it as is. So I just cut one of the parts at the very end of. And the way I apply my lashes is I put the lash glue both on my lash line and on the lashes, and it actually stays on a lot better that way. Like usually I have the inner corners lifting when I apply it just to like my lash line or on the lashes itself, but when I do it on both they tend to stay a lot better. So that is what has been working for me, so I'm just going to keep doing that. The only problem is the lash glue be getting into my lashes and like sticking really badly, and I don't like that. Okay, we're just gonna give that a couple seconds, make sure it gets tacky. Like when I applied on the lashes already is like pretty tacky. I do need a mirror for this because I need to be able to see what I'm doing. And they like these lashes are so dramatic and super bold. Like I love it so much. These are for going out. These are not lashes I would wear like every day. Like these are not these type of lashes at all. Mm, okay, I'm cutting it, applying some lash glue. And I will say it's really important to wait till like both are tacky, because if it's not tacky, it's not going to stick, and then that's when like you'll see your eyelash are lifting throughout the day because you did not wait for it to be tacky and for it to actually be like sticking down to each other. Also, don't apply too much because if the more you apply, the longer it's going to take for it to get tacky. Like, look at the difference. Lash versus no lash. I look like a child. I look like a grown adult. one day maybe I will try out I mean, like getting lash extensions, but I just don't think that's for me. Mm. No problem I've run into with putting on lashes. My natural lashes are actually like curl, like they curl up. So trying to get the lash to go over and like sit on my lash line sometimes is a challenge for me. So I will definitely say that is something that I struggle with. But if you have like straighter lashes, like it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But you do want to make sure you are putting it like along your lash line. Right. So that's that. I'm going to put on mascara for my bottom lashes and then highlight. And that's it. Pretty much done with this makeup look. And then I need to go back and finish filming the video I was recording originally before I did decide to do my makeup. Alright. Okay. So that is that. Okay, I am using my Milani highlight. Oh, I finally find my brush. I've been looking for this brush for a while now, like for the better part of this week. And we're just putting that right on top of where I put my blush earlier. Making sure we blend that out. Ooh, maybe. I do also like to put a little on my nose. I think I put it in my nose. And then also like the very tip of my nose. So yeah, guys, this is the makeup look. Wow, I'm telling you, this makeup look is definitely giving more fall vibes because I feel like of this lipstick. I wanted to go for a pink lipstick, but I could not find that lipstick because I felt like that's more spring, like you know the green and pink. This is giving fall. But either way, I look cute and I really like how this look came out. So that is really it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. Let me know what you think down in the comment box and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys. This is really cute.